Yeah. Go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. And settle in. This is a time of great destruction for sure. And this is a time for extraordinary growth for sure. It's a new moon. So the energy of absolute possibilities. I was talking in the earlier class about the choices that we make with our imagination. The stories that we already have written. This is going to happen, and if this happens, this will happen, and if he or she or it, and then this will take place. And we want to be very careful what we place into our imagination, for that is what we send out energetically into the world. So as now we place our, because of Kat bringing it up for us so sweetly, bringing our imagination to a growing back of nature, to supporting the growth of the trees and all of the energies of people who have lost so much. We see that as growth. We see what's begun becoming, and we allow that to be placed in our imagination. I remember somebody saying something about how it's very hard to be happy because so many people are unhappy. But the truth is, if you take your energy and place it on the unhappiness, it's not to say you don't feel and you don't support and love and hold dearly. But if you're afraid to be happy because someone else is unhappy, you add to that unhappiness. To add energetically to happiness, you find joy in your life. However that looks or feels for you. Bring your hands together, rub your hands together. Let your hands rest at your heart and feel that pulsation for a moment. Supreme consciousness is the flow of energy through us and is us. Supreme wise consciousness is destroying and creating. We tune in Ong, ONG, Namo, Gurudev, Namo, to that supreme teacher. Deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep breath in and out. Ad Gure Name together. Ad Gure Name, to God Gure Name, Sad Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. Ad Gure Name, to God Gure Name, Sad Gure Name, Siri Gurudev Name. Ad Gure Name, to God Gure Name, Sadguru Name, Siri Gurudev Name, Siri Gurudev Name, Siri Gurudev Name. Deep breath in. And exhale. Release your hands down, lie on your back, hug your knees into your chest. And begin to roll either sideways on your spine or up and down on your spine. Either up and down or side to side, and feel free to turn on music if you'd like. Just rolling so the spine can get warmed up. One more minute. I have a beautiful Kriya called Hast Kriya to connect heaven and earth. And I have another one for us as well. I have three actually today. We'll see if we get to all three. And the second one is to connect with our earth, water, fire, air. So we are doing our part in connecting to nature and the nature of ourselves. Gorgeous, you guys. Good. And then come all the way up to your hands and knees and begin to cat and cow. I'm going to go to Vermont for a couple of days and do some very good foraging. I'm very excited. There's nothing more beautiful when you connect and see nature's medicine. And what I'd love is to see the nature or the medicine that's for a specific area, right? I've talked about this before. Like some of the medicinal weeds that are around here, you don't find in Vermont, or you find some of them, or you find different ones. And in my way of thinking, it's what we have around us is specific for what we need right now. What you will find coming up everywhere is mullein, though. And mullein is an incredible weed for the lungs, for lung energy. So no surprise that Mother Nature's giving us what we need to keep our lungs healthy. Beautiful, you guys. Just one more minute here. You can add in Sat as you inhale, Nam as you exhale. Move the spine, move the breath. Engage in your imagination. What is it, this new moon? New moon energy. You know, we're always given the opportunity to create. Of course we are. Of course we are. Not just new moon. But it's magnified now. It's magnified dreams. Good. And sit back into child's pose. And breathe into your rib cage. Breathe into the cage of your heart. The other day Neil had fallen in the cafe. He had slipped on something and he hit his head, and he is very prone to concussions. And so I came home from here, from doing some privates, and I went to my neighbor's yard to pick some plantain because I don't have plantain in my yard. I haven't told my neighbor yet that I'm picking out of their yard. So yesterday when I came home, I went over to my neighbor. I said, just so you know, I'm picking some of your weeds. I hope that's okay. And he was like thrilled, weed away. But the bump that was on Neil's cheek went away. I put some plantain and lavender and mint. And then I put a Band-Aid over it on his cheek. He said, thank God he wasn't a kid and I wasn't sending him to school. Good. Okay, come on up and take a seat. Could you imagine? Big thing of flowers, leaves on your cheek with the Band-Aid. Mom said I couldn't take it off. Okay, point your finger here. Right? I'm closing down my other 4 fingers. I'm going to stretch my arms out to the side. I'm going to touch the floor and then touch the fingers over the top of my head. I'm going to touch the floor and touch the fingers over the top of my head. I'm going to close my eyes. These are your Jupiter fingers. Start with touching the floor first and say Sat, and then touch the hands over the head and say Nam. Touch the floor and say Sat, touch overhead and say Nam. Touch the floor, say Wahe, touch overhead, say Guru. Touch the floor, say Wahe, touch overhead, say Guru. That's it. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Wahe, Guru, Wahe, Guru. Eyes closed. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Wahe, Guru, Wahe, Guru. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Wahe, Guru, Wahe, Guru. Keep going. This is for the nervous system. It's also helping to connect our earth energy to our highest form of ourself, to become Mother Earth, and to see her wisdom, and to feel her wisdom, even in the smallest blade of grass. Make sure every time you touch the floor that you connect with that earth energy. You feel it, and I want you to move quick enough, but I do want you to feel that sense of absorbing the wisdom that's coming from Mother Earth, and then absorbing the energy and the wisdom that's coming from the heavens or the sky energy or the winged one energy, the angelic forces. Says this Kriya itself can hold the hand of God, so powerful, and it can hold the hand of death. So as our nature dies, it rebirths. As part of nature dies, it takes all of its energy back into its roots, back into the deep, dark earth. Jupiter finger is knowledge. Very powerful for your brain stem, for your brain. And Jupiter knowledge is very graceful knowledge. I mean, what does that mean? It's wise and graceful. It's, my favorite type of a teacher, which is very humble and funny and wise. That's the energy of Jupiter, super wise, but very graceful. Keep going, don't give up. Make sure your Jupiter finger touches the floor and touches overhead. And all that auric energy that's surrounding your body is being fanned with your love and awareness. I love this little, keep going, this little, I always love what they write in the Kriyas. It says, if you do this Kriya for 22 minutes a day, we're not doing it for 22 minutes, but if you do, you will totally change your personality. Power will descend from above and clean you out. Anger and obnoxiousness will disappear. If you're obnoxious at all, it'll go bye-bye. You already are thinking to yourself, who can I give this Kriya to? It's okay. We'll do it in love of that person you might be thinking about. Keep going. We're almost there. Last minute or so, less than 2 minutes, you guys. Let your breath guide your arms. Let the new moon power energize you from deep within. That lymph energy gets cleaned and cleared. We're in our last minute, last minute, last minute. It's called Haskriya. Good. Inhale the arms overhead. Touch your fingers together. Hold the breath. Draw the navel and squeeze the spine. Exhale. Take your fingertips to the floor. Touch the floor. Inhale. Bring your arms overhead. Touch overhead. Navel in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Reach up high, high. Exhale. Touch down. Fingertips to the floor. Stay tall. One more time. Inhale, reach overhead, squeeze up, lift up. Exhale, fingertips down to the floor, touch, lift your chest, navel in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze pelvic floor. And then relax your hands. Meditate here for a moment. And then come into child's pose, please. Breathe deeply. Maybe the arms alongside the body for this one, or maybe your forehead on a block if you have one. Breathe very deeply, long, deep inhales and exhales here. And come onto your hands and knees and begin to cat-cow here. You can also move it into some hip circles if you'd like. Good, you guys. And then press back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips nice and high. And then taking that walking meditation feet to hands. Inhaling the arms out and up to the sky. Exhaling, bow forward. Inhaling the arms out and up. Exhale, bow. 1 minute here, keep going. Beautiful, everybody. Next time you reach your arms to the sky, bend your knees, chair, place your hands on top of your thighs and cat-cow here. Beautiful, rise up, reach your arms high to the sky. And then begin to march here, march in place, one knee up and then the other. Keep your arms up to the sky, way up, way up, way up, way up. And as you're marching, just have that feeling of how your feet touch onto the earth and reach up to the sky, how that sky energy moves through you. And as the earth energy moves through you, how much more complete and perfect could we be if we have sky and earth energy as our teachers? How much more perfect can we be if we are the student of earth and sky? Both Kriyas today work with our nervous system, which we're always working with. But certainly now, change of season, we're in Vata season, the change of the seasons, when things start to get dry, leaves start to get dry, so therefore our bodies begin to get drier. There's a sort of death that happens as winter approaches, and trust me, I'm not suggesting winter is here, I'm just suggesting what happens in our bodies. Marching 1 more minute, 1 more. So to continue to invite in sky and earth energy, magic, moon energy, new moon. Beautiful, you guys. Steady your feet on the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Open your mouth, let out a sigh. And come down to take a seat, please. You can sit up on a blanket if that feels good to you. Going to bring your palms, so your elbows are inside your rib cage, your palms face toward you. And then you turn your hands out and make a fist. Your palms face toward you, turn out to make a fist. So when you turn your hands, it becomes a fist. When your palms face you, it's fingertips up. You got it. Out, in, out, in. You got it. So so Jackie, make sure you're turning your hand. So palms, and then turn your fists out. So I turn out. My wrists are gonna move, right? I'm gonna move my wrists. If you think too hard about it, you won't be able to do it. But palms face you and then twist out. Palms face you, twist out. Move those. I think you guys got it. Good. Go. I always am a big believer that whatever you end up doing is what you needed. I have been with teachers speaking, Sheryl, of Leah Kramer. I was with Leah when one time at the end of a Kriya, I opened my eyes and I was doing like the whole thing wrong, like 100% wrong. And I said something to her after. I'm like, why did you say something to me? And she said, because I think you needed whatever it was you were doing. And that always was such a great teaching. It wasn't like I wasn't listening. I listened. I just was doing it wrong. So go, 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 go. This specific exercise is meant to change any repatterning in the brain. That's such a big request, isn't it? But simple movements that work through mudras, work through wrist energy, work through turning with your breath, help to reprogram places that are maybe have taken a little bit of a detour. Let your breath find its natural rhythm. Last minute, don't stop. Keep going. Last minute. Let your breath move you. We're seated for the entire time here, so if any point you need to extend your legs, you're welcome to do that. You're going to feel very light. Helps you to bring lightness of being. Not in your fight or flight. Like a long exhale, right? Once you stop, you'll feel that nice long exhale that you deserve, the world deserves. Good, and then have your palms face you, big inhale. Draw the navel in, squeeze and lift the pelvic floor, squeeze your shoulder blades, and relax your hands down. Just feel. Take your arms out and fly like a bird, inhaling and exhaling. Fly like a bird. Let your arms bend, elbows bend, your wrists bend. And then really find how your breath can move here, how your breath can move you. Full span, full arm span. Move quickly. Breathe a lot. If you thought to yourself that you're flying like this so that you can free yourself, would you not fly longer, even though the arms are tired? Maybe take the arms up higher. 1 minute left. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, relax. Meditate here. Moving through your rib cage, you guys. So when your right arm punches forward and your left arm comes back, you have fists. When your left arm comes forward and your right hand comes back, you have a flat hand. So right forward is fist, left forward, palms flat. Fists, palms, fists, palms, fists. That's it. That's it. You're going to get a little confused, doesn't matter. Just go, eyes closed. Helping to reset your breath here, you guys. Reset your breath so your nervous system relaxes. Good, keep going. Last minute. Stay, stay, stay. Go, go, go as fast as you can. Move your breath. Move your breath. Almost like you're taking a really wonderful jog out in nature. Use your breath like that. Move your breath. Last minute. You feel your spine. You feel your rib cage. Gorgeous, you guys. You got this. Go, go, go. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Inhale, pull back that right, pull back, left elbow back, right hand forward, fist. Exhale, palms flat, left arm forward, right elbow back. Release your hands down. Excuse me. Hands come up, palms face forward, elbows inside the rib cage. You're going to lean back slightly, tuck your chin in. Your gaze is down at your moon center, your chin, and breathe. So you're leaning slightly back, dropping your chin, gazing down at the tip of the chin, as if the chin is holding this balance for you. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Chant it with me. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru. Keep leaning back. Guru Guru Vaheguru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vaheguru, Guru Ram Das Guru. 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 Last one. Guru Guru Vaheguru, Guru Ram Das Guru. Guru Guru Vaheguru, Guru Ram Das Guru. Take a deep breath in and exhale the arms and meditate here. Either stay here or lie down on your back for Shavasana. The last part for today is repeating specific mantras with specific mudras. It's called preventing that mega information syndrome, is what they call it. Too much information coming in that's unnecessary. Good, so if you're lying down, hug your knees into your chest. If you were sitting, feel free to twist. If you're lying down, feel free to twist. And then come on up to sit for the final meditation. First part of the meditation is for creative imagery, so working with your creativity. And the mudra is taking your 3 fingers down, just keeping your Jupiter finger and your thumb up. And you place that onto your lap. So I'm closing my 3 fingers. It's just my thumb and my pointer finger. And I'm relaxing that down onto the lap. Closing your eyes. And I want you to repeat just in monotone. I am Gyani. And what that means is I am wisdom, or the one who is wise. I am Gyani. Gyani. I am 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 Gyani. Keep going. The next time you say, I am Gyani, release that mantra. And then you'll keep your thumb, your pointer finger, and now reach out your middle finger as well. Your ring and your pinky still stay tucked in. I am Dhyani, Dhyani. I am Dhyani. I'm the one who meditates. This one is meditation to prevent going berserk, is what they say. I am Dhyani. 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 Keep going. And as you come to the end of the next one, let go of the mantra. Extend now your ring finger and let your thumb press down your pinky finger. And this one, I am Imani. I am A-N-I. It's for faith. I am the faithful one. I am Amani. 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 Keep going. And then as you come to the end of that mantra, let it go. You still have your thumb holding down your pinky, but take your 3 fingers and bring them together. So right 3 fingers touch left 3 fingers, and then bring that to your heart center. And the mantra here is Hum Hum Brahm. So we're holding down our pinkies. Those 3 fingers are coming together, and that's coming to your heart. And the mantra is Hum Hum Brahm. Hum Hum Brahm means we are the invisible vibration of God. Hum Hum Brahm. Hum Hum Brahm. Hum Hum Brahm. Keep going. Hum Hum Brahm. Hum Hum Brahm. And then when you get to the end of that mantra, let it go. The very last one is to take your left hand on top of your right, and then let your hands fold together. Left hand on top of right. Let your thumbs fold, your fingers fold, and bring that down to your navel center. Long, slow, deep breathing. It's a final, silent meditation. Just a minute. And then bring your hands together at your heart center. Suggested after this Kriya, this final one that we just did, to make sure after we close, you get up and walk around or dance or sing or whistle or something fabulous. So we'll call out a long Sat Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Again. Sat Nam. One more time. Sat Nam. So adding your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Sat Nam. Thank you guys so much. You can unmute yourself.